Hello everyone, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, making some really good trades. And again, before we start the video, if you guys like to trade crypto, feel free to subscribe to BitGet Trading, which is the sponsor of this channel. You can get up to 4,000 something dollars in bonuses, I guess, if you end up funding your account. But again, if you want to help support the channel, feel free to subscribe with the link in the description. Alright, let's get into our analysis right here, and we can see that Bitcoin is currently just chopping sideways. In my opinion, let's get a bit of a cleaner chart right here. We actually could be forming a potential bear flag here. Again, just putting out some options here for you guys. You know, since Bitcoin isn't doing much, you guys can see we've been chopping sideways, consolidating after a big move down, which could mean we could get another leg down if the markets start dropping tomorrow. So just some food for thought here. After all, we are in this bit of a channel. It would make sense that we could get another leg down to potentially 22,000 before we get another leg up. And again, in my previous video, I don't know if I'm gonna do what other YouTubers do and put a clip of me saying, "Oh, look at me, I predicted what happened." Really, it didn't really play out that nicely, but it kind of did in a way. But I was basically saying we could potentially come back down here and form another double bottom structure. We didn't get all the way down here, which is why I didn't open a trade. I was actually expecting Bitcoin to potentially come back down to 22,800, but that's not what ended up happening. We actually had a big rally to 24,000, and now we're starting to consolidate around this area once again. So let's take a look at Market Cipher, see what we can see here. And right now we are getting some bullish numbers on the dual band strength index. We have a 15 and a -5, and on top of that we even have a green dot right here on the new daily candle, March 2nd, with Market Cipher B. We have increasing green money flow, which is really nice to see as well. Digging into some smaller time frames right here, let's take a look at that 4-hour, -1 and a 10. Again, looking quite bullish for Bitcoin. You got that red money flow, but it is starting to curl back up here. Momentum waves are starting to anchor up as well. Very nice to see. Potential 1 hour. Ooh, 1 hour looking very juicy right now. We do have another smaller momentum wave with a green dot. Again, that red money flow is very slight right now. It could very easily come back up with another pump towards the upside, so keep that in mind when making your trades for Bitcoin. So things are looking very good for Bitcoin to potentially make new highs here. Again, for some targets for you guys, we have 26,600 right here, and then we have 28,700, and then my major target basically at 30,800 for Bitcoin. Again, if we get to these levels, these would be some take profit levels. I'm not saying you should get into short positions here, not at all. Definitely take profits on your longs. Again, we did enter some trades inside the Discord, and if you guys want to get access to my trades, feel free to sign up for a membership inside my Discord. You guys can get either access to crypto, stocks, or both if you decide to bundle it up and become a gold member. Let's take a look at Wave Edge right here. I was actually taking a look at BOIL, which, by the way, we are still in our trade on BOIL, and BOIL getting an amazing pop here after finding its bottom right around $4.20, and actually rallied all the way up to $7 now. Again, we haven't even begun to see the short squeeze on the natural gas, but again, we're gonna get into that in just a little bit. Let's just finish up our crypto here and taking some analysis using wave trend. And let me just get back to Bitcoin here. We can see that wave trend is illustrating some very bullish numbers on the 12-hour time frame. We're getting some green crosses right here, so some very bullish signs for another potential pop towards the upside. You got the MACD curling in here. You got those moving averages that are about to cross, and if that blue can get above that orange, that could be a signal for a potential buy and another leg towards the upside. Again, this could coincide with the S&P coming into some support here. You guys can see S&P again. We did break a little bit today. We haven't confirmed though. We actually closed above this support, and we actually opened in the green underneath, but it could mean that we could get another leg towards the upside. Again, I would expect the markets are, but not believing the Fed about over tightening. So again, the markets could very easily keep popping up towards, potentially maybe even new highs here. You could very easily come up to 4,300. I myself might even get into a long position on the S&P, so I might even chance along here with you guys. I'll put the trades out inside the Discord. Again, if you guys want to get access to these stock trades or the high risk trades that I do to make a lot of money, I'm gonna do a February profit loss history report for you guys right after this video. But yeah, you guys get the picture. I share my trades. You guys can reap the rewards if I'm right, and usually most of the time I'm getting these trades correctly because I like to make money and I don't like to lose money. All right, let's keep going here. Let's take a look. I think that wraps it up basically for Bitcoin. I think you guys get the picture. I think we're seeing some potential more upside, but another leg down to potentially 22,000 would not be out of the picture and would not be catastrophical at all either. Okay, so for looking at the S&P right now, you guys can see that we still have some major support coming in at 3,900, and we have not tagged this, you know, mother of all trend line that we actually ended up breaking above. We have not come down to retest that support yet. We did retest it one time, I guess you could say, with this big wick here, but we broke through and we bounced right back up. But I wouldn't be surprised if we came back down, you know, forming a similar like wick type, and we just wick down here and then we come all the way back up with a major news event. I don't know what it could be. You know, we don't really have any more news coming out for this week. I think we had the ISM manufacturing PMI that came in basically in line with expectations, I guess. And then, you know, the markets kind of had a sideways day. We dumped, we pumped. Anyways, moving on. If we do end up pumping back towards the upside, I would look out for a potential double top pattern right here on the S&P. But if the rally is extreme and it's very strong and we get some good news from the central bank on Canada on Wednesday, then we could very well see more upside in the markets, potentially back up to 4,300, at which point I see this level as extreme and major resistance for the markets. At which point I would probably get into a short as well. So I'll keep you guys up to date on that. So feel free to join the Discord. Again, the Discord is free for everyone. I give some free analysis all the time. I even give free trades inside my Discord. I'll just show you guys. I'll pull this over for you guys right now. Again, I give Mickey trades right here. I actually entered a trade today on USD CAD. We made a small gain, not too big. But the other day we actually pulled off a very nice gain on AUD CAD, and we took up over $200 in profits for you guys. So again, these are free trades that I give to all the members inside the Discord, so feel free to join. Let's take a look at the NASDAQ right here. Basically the same thing. We actually haven't retested this trend line either for the NASDAQ. Again, NASDAQ obviously a little bit more volatile because of those tech stocks, but if it does drop from these levels here, it is trying to hold that 200-day moving average. But if we do get a drop, what's wrong with my mouse here? If we do get a drop, it's going to be about another 5% leg down towards the downside. Again, this could take course over the coming weeks, coming days. Who knows? Let's take a look at commodities now. Again, basically I don't need to cover all the indices. You guys gotta kind of get the picture. If the S&P rallies, or if the major indices rallies, all the other indexes will rally as well. Let's take a look at natural gas. Again, starting to get a bit of a downtick right now. Again, we did get another dip today, and it was extremely bought up. Bulls showing their strength, and in my opinion, this is not even a short squeeze. I think we're just getting a very, a nice little bounce from this level right here, which is really nice to see. We are starting to see a bit of a slowdown, as you guys can probably tell. We were going up 5, 6, 7% every single day. Now we're starting to go up 1 to 2%. So you guys can see that the buyers are starting to weaken. I would not be surprised if we see another drop back down to $2.05, at which point I would get into another long position on natural gas, adding to it, and we could see a big bounce towards the upside. I don't want to disclose my long position. It's very risky right now, so I probably don't want to tell other people to do what I'm doing. But again, I expect natural gas to come back to at least $3.50 or even $4.50, at which point I would definitely start to take some profits on that gas. All right, this would potentially also form an inverse head and shoulders here for natural gas, and again, these patterns play out very well near the bottoms of the charts. They usually don't play out that well near the highs of a chart. And again, we're also forming a type of an a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 structure here, and then we got an ABC pattern as well. And if we do pull back again, if we do end up going, we should just moon to $3 right away. That would expect a pullback back down to $2.67. At which point I will probably add to the position again, and then we'll get ready for that final leg up on the C wave up to $3.77. All right, let's keep going here, and let's take a look at gold. Gold getting a nice bounce. Again, I told you guys, gold really needs to prove itself and hold that support right around 1800, and we can see that gold got a very nice bounce as the dollar ticks down a little bit after reaching some resistance right around 105. It is starting to find support, however, right around 104.1, and if it does hold that support, then we could see another leg up towards the upside, which would technically be very bearish for the markets. It would be bearish as a whole for, you know, all sectors except for probably bond yields. And you guys can see that right now the bond yields are upticking significantly. The 10-year just got past that 4% mark. The 2-year is almost at 5%, and the 1-year is making new all-time highs. And like, just take a look at this chart, how absurd it is. Let's take a look at it on the weekly time frame. It is just absolutely mooning non-stop. Eventually, you know, it will start to come down, but bond investors are usually the smartest investors in the market that foresee, you know, events happening in advance. And if the bond yields are upticking, it could potentially mean that the Fed is thinking of raising rates more than they already have, or, you know, not pausing at all, and, you know, changing their targets for the terminal rate, maybe from 5% to 6% now, which would mean that the markets have priced in have not priced in everything according to what they've already done, which would mean that the markets would drop. All right, I think that's enough for today. I'm pretty tired. I just got off the train, got home, wanted to give you guys an update. And yeah, thanks for listening, guys. If you guys enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. Love you all. Peace.